They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans' offense is on the field for the first time today. And, Jesse, they've got a quarterback that, if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort, because then
breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
And the Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Red pass, it's complete. On the move at the 30. Smashes through the tackle. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in, because this passing attack, it's lethal, because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Going to sling it on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Hunting the football at this.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Spartans.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game. So how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Illinois' offense will go to work for the first time today. And, Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
It is important for this offense, too.
He's going to take a shot. Holds it in on the left. Finds some room. Touchdown, fighting Illini. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Willis. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Spartans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they... Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the holes.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Bounced off his feet.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Muscling ahead on third and short. Still running at the 40. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Dropping back, it's Quinn. They're working that left side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Fighting Illini opens things back up here on second down. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
That's caught. It's Anderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Illinois lining up quickly. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's first and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illini! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run the sneak for it.
Alert, alert, right? Quarterback under center. You're thinking quarterback sneak on short yardage. Defensive lineman, great job. You got to get that penetration. You just can't let him go straight downhill. Make that thing bow. And I always love how you see guys diving over the top. Great effort by the defense. Great stop.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll run it to the right side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll try it again. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice move to pick up yardage. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Illinois.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is running away with things, and I'm not sure who saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away on fourth down. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
Looking for a man. It's Quinn. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. Touchdown, finding Illini. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds the tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Daly. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign.
And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Looking downfield, it's Quinn. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. To the air on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Pushes ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Illini! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. On the ready. They'll start this drive going to the air. Wide open downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. On the double. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Easy. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Spartans decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Takes it on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It's good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield, it's Quinn. Makes the catch. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Catch in the middle, it's Mahoney. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. He wants to change this route. Toss to the outside. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Illinois. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. UCF is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 5 over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Daly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Daly. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. There he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Let's go. Touch pass on the run.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Michigan State! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Fighting Illini! And the punishment has been extended. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This offense pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Quinn. Dumps it to the back. The short hands, it's Anderson. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Got it. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going